Hi, everybody. So I have opened up the live stream early. I'm not going to start until 15 minutes, right on time. It's 10:43 a.m. and I
Hey
don't.
everybody,
Ooh,
so
looks
I
like
have
it.
opened up the live stream early. I'm not going to start until
Okay,
15 minutes,
let me see
right
what's
on
going
time.
on.
It's 10. Looks like I opened up the live stream early. I'm not going to
So I think I have
43
YouTube
a.m.
open at the
and
same time. So I apologize for that. Let me fix that.
early. I'm not going to start until 15 minutes.
Okay, so
Let
let's
me
see if I
see, right
fix
on
the issue.
time. It's 10. Looks like I opened up the live stream early. I'm not going to
So I think I have YouTube open at the same time. So I apologize for that. Let me fix that.
Okay, it's minutes.
Okay, so let's see if I fix the issue.
It's 10.
So I think I have YouTube open at the same time. So I apologize for that. Let me fix that.
Okay, it's minutes.
Okay, so let's see if I fix the issue.
It's 10.
Okay, found the problem. Happened before getting started. So if you are kind of sleepy on this Sunday, hopefully that woke you up a bit. So it looked like I had two browsers open and one was showing the live stream and the other one was not showing the live stream. So anyway, hope you guys are doing good. The main goal, because I was looking at some of the projects and I was like, I think my class needs some help. You guys are doing a good job, but I know that, there could be a few more improvements. So I just want to, help everyone along the way. So for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put something in the chat. We will get started on time. I have opened the live chat early to check for any tech issues. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself until we get started. Hey, everybody. So today we are going to go over a few things and we're going to cover how to, I guess, have a better or more, I guess, seasoned look when it comes to developing and creating your designs. Now, some people, they might have taken some graphic design classes before, or possibly have just worked on projects where they were able to build that skill set. However, when looking at the projects, I saw that there's opportunity for students to improve on their skill set because I know that it can be better. So it's your first time, and I don't want to ding students heavily um, on skill sets that might not be like, I guess, something that they've done before. So I do want to give some tips on how to produce work that looks similar to what you will see in the industry. And also, this is going to help you for building your portfolio and landing future employment opportunities in this field. If you're wanting to work, in a company and work, maybe you're doing public relations, or maybe you're going to do social media, or maybe you're going to just promote a brand, period. At the end of the day, building your skill set in this area is going to help with customers, I guess, flocking to your visuals a lot more than if they were just, I guess, looking at something that might not grab their attention as much. So I kind of want to help you guys with some color theory things and stuff like that. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, and hopefully you can follow along. And if you happen to have a computer with a large screen, you can play this live stream on one side and possibly have Canva open in the other. And this will also that's why I have not graded the first projects, because when I started grading and looking at like the first couple of ones, I was like, no, I'm not going to be pleased if students have work that looks more like student work. And that kind of sounds odd that your teacher is like, okay, I don't want it to look like student wear. I want it to look as close to industry standards. And the reason why is because you're working in an industry. Like when I took fashion design as my major, I had to sew garments and make patterns that look close to industry standards, so that when an employer saw my work, they're like, okay, we want this person to work for us because we see their talent and skills and it will be a great asset to our organization. Of course, you are going to learn more and become better over time, but this should be able to help you gain that. So I'm not looking at the comments right now. If you do have questions, when I open it up for questions, just go ahead and add your comment to the video, and then I will answer those questions once I open it up. But I'm not going to lecture the whole time and then not look at questions. So if you see something that blares out to you that you need a little bit more clarification on, feel free to add those comments there. And thank you for coming. And I know we don't have a large group right now. Our class is pretty small, but like I said, whoever is here, I'm going to add 15 points extra credit, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it on which assignment, but it might be the lab assignment where the 15 points extra credit will land, or I might make another section. I have to figure that out in Canvas. Okay, so we're going to be working in Canva a lot, and because it's a software that is pretty inexpensive per month. I'm not really sure what the and it's also a cool tool to use for developing your brand and stuff. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And let me go ahead and get a screen up. And I'm going to click on create design first. I'm going to go to presentation and just do a blank presentation, then share my screen. So let me put in live lecture. Okay. Let me go back into StreamYard. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, let's see here. Present. Share screen. Go to window. Chrome tab. And that is, which one tab is that? Live. Let's go over there. Where can I find this live presentation? I guess it didn't save it yet. So let's go, just go ahead and click on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh your screen because I don't know what's going on here. Okay. So let's see here. Let me refresh the screen as well because it's not picking up the name. Okay. And let's go ahead and reshare again. All right. So stop sharing, present. Let's go to share screen. It's to pick up that name. All right. So let me. And sorry if you hear any scratching. That's my. Okay, here it is. Okay, so one of the things that's very important for you to do is to look at examples online or also look at examples that you see that can help you with cleaning up your design to make your design look a little bit more polished. When you look at your competitors as far as retailers and different things like that, you want to kind of see what your competitors are doing. So if your competitor is I think I saw a project that was doing more like vintage wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make different options for different, like how we're going to have your project going. And so the name of the project is the digital marketing project. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in, find my text box. I'm going to click, just type it in. I'm going to enlarge this here. I'm going to put this as digital. And I'm just going to keep this real basic for now because I'm just going to show you where I'm working from this. I'm going to duplicate this. So you can duplicate it by pressing on your keyboard, Control-C, Control-V, or if you're using a Mac like I'm using a Mac, you can use Command copy and then Command V for paste. So I'm going to add digital here, and this is going to be marketing. And then I'm going to click here, Control-C, Control-V, and then project. Okay, so this looks not that great, but actually I'm going to delete all this. I'm just going to copy this multiple times because I want to try to cover as many projects that I think students are doing in this class. So the first digital marketing project, of course, you can have your name there, but I'm just going to focus more so on the design for this. So let's say that you are doing a project for cosmetics. So what I'm going to do is look for font that looks, clean and beautiful. And I'm going to think about like brands that I like Fenty Beauty, Marc Jacobs, as far as cosmetics. What's another brand that I like? Okay, I can't think of any more. Just Fenty and Marc Jacobs. Very clean look. So I'm going to make sure that my marketing has an emphasis. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to use the font that I'm going to use for my brand for digital and project. So let me scroll down and see what they have going on as far as like fonts. And to do that, so the font is going to give you, this font kit is going to give you like all these recently used ones and these ones that are kind of, I guess, templates basically within Canva. So it's up to you if you want to use some of the templates, and I can show you how to do that, or you could just go, 100% like what I'm doing. So I'm going to click on digital, and I'm going to click on this down tab, and then I'm going to look, let's go with this one, digital, and I'm going to uppercase everything for digital because I think that gives me that clean. It kind of looks like Marc Jacobs logo font a little bit, not quite. Then what I'm going to do is increase the spacing because I want to make it, if this is like my brand, I want to make it like have that clean aesthetic. I'm also going to change all of these to white. And because I want to do that clean aesthetic. Actually, I wear black every single day. So just going to go with the colors that I love. So we have digital here and then marketing. So I want to have marketing very emphasized. I want to find some font that's very like has that's very fluid, like water, and like if I have skincare products and lipsticks and liquid foundation and stuff. I want to find some font that kind of, you know, something that we will probably use in our advertisements. Okay, so that's how you're going to look for your fonts. So let me go here and see some fonts that I have available. And because I do subscribe to Canva, which is $12 a month, I'm not saying to subscribe to it, but if you're going to use it forever and use it to build your portfolio, it's a nice investment. I mean, if you go to Starbucks and get a coffee and a snack, it's 12 bucks. So it's not that bad. But I know as a student, you have expenses and you're probably making some money from work and stuff, or probably your parents are helping you. So, so I'm gonna use this font because it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of fun. But I don't like the digital in the center because it looks kind of off. So I'm gonna put digital here. Then I'm going to change project. I'm going to actually delete project because I like how digital is. I'm going to delete that and place this here right in between where marketing is and where the Y stops. So you see how I'm kind of putting that together? Project. You see how clean that's looking? And then I'm going to do this, going to do something fun. And I selected everything. So what I did was I took my cursor and I placed it over everything, right? And then what I did was just to make sure that it's centered, you see my cursors that Canva has built into it. It's helping me make sure that I centered it properly. So then what I want to do is I want to play with some shapes. So I'm going to go into shapes because I want it to look like very like, futuristic a bit. So I'm going to go in here and get a shape. And I like this shape here. So I'm going to scooch this down so that it's small. I'm going to place this here. This is white. And then I'm going to place this here and I'm going to flip it. Let's see. Is it going to allow me to flip? Okay, I might have to manually flip it. And then you see these numbers. The numbers help you know if you have it straight. So at 180 degrees, you know that it's straight on. If it's like a 170, then it's going to, be off. But 180, we know that because either 90%. I had it right. Let me just go back and press backward. Okay. And let me go forward. Oh, I'm going to have to manually do it. Okay, so let's go here. Let me just move my mouse. Okay, 80, yes. 180, I'm going to smush this here. I'm going to smush this here. And then what I want you to do, let me go ahead and put my name in there. So my name is Dr. K. Place this here. I can even place this here or place this here. You see how that's looking? It's looking real nice. So now, if I want to, I think I want to focus I could put it to the side here, and I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. So I'm going to go into video. Now, if you have a subscription for Canva, you can go into video. If not, you could just put a regular picture. So let me do this using a picture and video. So let's go ahead and find a picture of a model. So I'm going to go to photos. And if you don't subscribe to Canva, it's okay. I don't care if you have the Canva watermark on there. If you want to show it as a portfolio, you can go ahead and subscribe. But if you don't, you can still use the videos in Canva, but it's going to have that Canva watermark. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to mark you down. If you have a Canva watermark or don't, I don't care. All I care about is that you are using good methods to present your work. So let's go ahead and put beauty. Okay. So, ooh, I like this girl. She's cute. So I'm going to place her in here and I'm going to smush her over to the side. So I'm going to take this down, right? So I can give her a little bit more to the side here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. I'm going to click here and I'm going to go to transparency because boom, we have her face there. It's not plastered like super like that. I'm going to take the transparency down. And there you have it. We have a cover. So let me see if I have any questions in the chat. Let me go to the chat and see if there's any questions. Okay, there's no questions. So let me just go back. All right. So for those of you who are watching, which I have the two of you here, what are your thoughts on what I did so far? Don't be afraid to write in the chat. I want to hear you back. I want to hear you back. I love to sing all the time, make crazy little jingles. So I do want to see something in the chat if that made sense to you or if it didn't make sense, but go ahead and place that in the chat. Let me see if I can see the chat here. Okay, comments. Okay, good. I started to tweak my design. Oh, great. That's great, Sarah. So that's why I have not really graded your first weeks because I'm like, you guys don't know. Like, you guys are doing the work. And I want you guys to have something when you leave this class that someone is like, oh, that's cute. I want somebody to be blown away when they see your work so that you could be like getting a job. And you'll be surprised, like, with the skills that you could learn from this class. I know this class is pretty short, but you can start applying those and really improving yourself, and it can help you even get freelance projects. And I'll go over some jobs that you guys can even start applying for to get experiences. Okay, so let me go back into the project. All right, so let me go back to live. Okay, so now let's do the table of contents for this one. I'm going to duplicate this page. I'm going to take this and I'm going to smush it a bit and move this up here for my table of contents. And then all I'm going to do is go to text and just put, I'm going to actually, let me get the digital words because I think that will work. And I'm just going to smush this over here and I'm going to put table, I spelled that wrong, table of contents. And if you guys like these, I could do these every so often. I could do this closer. I don't have to do this every weekend because I know you guys have lives, but I felt like this was very important to do some type of live stream because this class is 100% online. And I know you guys don't have like a lecture, like where you can ask me questions live. So I was like, I think I need to offer at least a session or two for the students so that they could benefit from it and improve their output. Okay, so let's put I'm just gonna put section 1, and then I'm just gonna copy this over and over. B. Okay, yes. Put this here, 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 and put this here. And then also, if you see when you're moving around, and hopefully my mic is not going in and out because I have my mic on a stand on my table. That you can space them properly. So you see like you see those 68s popping up. That means I'm spacing them properly and I'm good to go. So boom, we have a project for someone working. So now let's do another project. And I'm actually going to switch this picture in the back because I want to make sure I have diversity. Let's go ahead and grab this picture. Okay, and I'm going to lighten this up so we can see the women. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we see the women there. They're all different skin tones because we're making a brand that has like everyone could buy our foundations, everybody could buy our lipsticks. We have colors for every skin tone, undertone, doesn't matter. We are the brand. All right, so now let's move on to another example. Okay, so let's see if someone wanted to do something more like PacSun. So PacSun, let me go on my phone. PacSun is very like clean too. If you take a look at most logos of brands, they're always super clean. It doesn't matter. Just start studying logos and looking online. So let me go to PacSun. Not SpaceX, PacSun. I'm looking at it on my phone. And okay, so PacSun. Okay, PacSun is using a very clean logo, kind of similar to what I did for using the digital. Okay, the first font that I used. Okay, so let me do something that's wedding inspired. So let me use High Tide. And let me do a lowercase d because maybe I like how that's going to look better. Okay, digital. And then marketing, I'm going to do something that's like very romantic. Lettering. So let me use this queen one. No, I don't like that. I feel like it's too much going on. So let me continue to search. Let me look at this working. Nope, I don't like that. Let me do this in uppercase and see. That might work. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe because digital is small. Okay, maybe I want it to, that's kind of my thing right now. Okay, so let's go to project and let me find another font. And let me just type in wedding and see what I find. What type of fonts are like wedding? Maybe this one. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with that same font for marketing as well. So I think it's Sindale. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. And then I'm going to change this digital because it's not going with it that much. I'm going to go with, let's see here. Nope. You know what? I kind of like that together. All right, cool. So I'm going to change these to white. And then my wedding color, I'm going to go with, maybe I'll go with this taupe or like a nude color. And then let me go and find a bride. And you can use video as well. So let me show you an example with video. So let me go into video. And let's go bride. Oh, this might be pretty. Huh. Okay. So I'm going to take this down, bring this down like this. And then I'm going to actually change these to a darker color because they kind of fade in there too much. Maybe this darker brown. Okay, I think that's better. So then I'm going to go get some motifs for my elements. So let me go into elements and let me put wedding. And I'm going to add these rings there. Actually, let me position this forward so that it's in front of, and I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Going to get these here. Place that there. And because these words are kind of fading in, I'm just going to make this a little bit larger because I feel like maybe it will benefit from that. And then let me go find some other wedding elements. And so I don't want to find something that's like super too much. I'm trying to find something that's like kind of subtle and clean. And that's always like the best strategy to go with when it comes to like graphic design and stuff. Not just something that's like too much out there. So let me go ahead and scooch this in here and see what that does. See if this does anything cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, digital marketing project, in the rings. Because, there's always some type of greenery or something when people are getting married. Okay, scooch that to the middle. Let me grab my name. I'm just going to take this. Oops. Control C, Control V. I'm going to put Dr. K. And I'm going to put that up here instead. All right, so I'm going to take this color. You know what? Let me change this color. It's not really doing it for me. Yeah, I think that's better. Maybe that's a nice muted gray. Let me go a little bit darker in my grays. Nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay, maybe that's going to work. So let me change these letters to black. So it's okay to play around with your lettering and stuff like that. That's a good idea. So we see that our digital marketing project. And so this is going to be a wedding dress line. And you see how clean this looks? Like when you look at it, you're just like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. This woman looks cute. She's walking and you see her like, walking in the background, yada, yada, yada. Looks nice. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and duplicate this. I'm going to go ahead and take this down. Let me group this together because we're going to use this throughout the project and just place, I'm going to place this at the bottom this time. And then I'm just going to do a table of contents real quick. Control C, Control V. Let me actually ungroup this and remove all this here because I just need this for, I'm going to get another bride. So I'm going to go here and let's do this one. You know, it's too much going on. Let me just find a dress. So let me just find an actual still image. Let's see, wedding. And oh, this is cute. I love this. Yes, this is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger so that this can scooch a bit. And then I'm just going to go like this, and I'm going to take my transparency down so that I can see what's going on back on my document. And I'm going to actually take this color, make it a little darker. And then change this to white. It changes to white so that it shows up a bit. Yep, that's better. And then with marketing, I'm going to bold that. Let's do, I think I spelled marketing wrong, but anyway, we'll fix that later. Anyway, so let's say topics or table of contents, or you can put topics or areas or table of contents, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to have that layered on top of each other. And I'm going to make this, I guess I'm going to turn this into white. And then I'm going to, let's go Control V. Oops. No, I'm not going to do that. Control C, Control V. And for words, for details of the project, I wouldn't want to, sorry. I don't want to have my table of contents header to be the same as what my font is that's going to be used for written content. So I'm going to use something else, and this Mont Thin is working out pretty good. And I'm going to take it down from having the capitalization. And so I'm just going to put topic 1. You can say topic 1, section 1. That's not really important to me. It's just putting because you're going to end up changing these to what they really are once you know, you have the content that you need. And we can select several together. I put my finger down on Shift and then Control V and then copy more. And there are 54 points between each other. Gonna select all those and then bring this down. One thing that you should not do, and I've been seeing this with a lot of projects where students have their stuff like so close to the edge. You want to make sure that you have a 1/4 of an inch bleed around your design. So when I start seeing stuff that's like super close to the top or super close to the side or super close to the bottom, that's not good. Keep it within. So you see that pink line that's around as I'm playing with, that's the bleed. And you see that the digital marketing project does not even go past that line. My table of contents doesn't go past that line. And the reason why I know that is because I guess I've been doing this for 20 years. I mean, maybe I don't look like I've been doing it for 20 years, but yeah, been doing it for 20 years. I'm closer to 50 years old. So with all of this, that's just basically what you see as far as the borders. So if you are looking at your project right now, while you're comparing what I'm doing to your work, make sure that you are making sure that your work is within within the borders of the bleed. And you also want to make sure that your table of contents, if you're using a stylized font, is not the same font that you use for your context or content, if that makes sense. So your headers can be stylized because they're bigger, easy for the viewer to see. But once you start doing stylized font for your content, it does not, I guess, what everybody's saying doesn't give what it's supposed to give. And it's so hard to see. So you don't want to do that. It's very distracting. And what's happening is when a customer or a client looks at your work and they might feel distracted by what they see, it's not because your work is like not amazing. It's maybe because there's some little tweaks there and the human brain will just kind of shut down. So start looking around at some of the items that you have in your house, like marketing materials that you've received from like a brand or something like that, and see their use of fonts. And then you're going to be like, oh, I see now. Okay. So let me go back and look at what we have going on. It's okay to jump back and forth between, and actually let me darken this and maybe go with white lettering because that's what I did on the other page, and just go ahead and switch that up. Okay, I think that looks better too. Okay, looks cleaner and better and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the chat and let's see if anyone has said anything. Okay, I realized that my Canva looked like a PowerPoint presentation and now it's yes, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, the main goal is that we want your projects to look like it's not a PowerPoint presentation. I want it to look like it's something spectacular because I know it's in you guys. You guys just need those extra tips in order to get what you're trying to get done. So I'm so happy that you're able to accomplish that. Okay, so let's go back and do another one. So let me see. Let's do a swimwear line. So I'm going to find another font. And let's see for swim. Let me do with this Noah thin. No, it's too thin. Let's see. Roboto. All right. So, and I think I'm going to have to edit this video a bit because I opened the live really early. And so some people that's watching the playback might, watch it and be like, oh, wow, this is a long wait. So I might have to put either a timestamp on where to start the video and stuff like that. Okay, so digital, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use digital font. Let's look at Lucy Rose. No, I don't like that font. Let's look at this. Soft. That looks pretty, but it will look like if I had a sundress line or something like that, or something that's kind of like whimsical, that will be pretty, but not for what I'm trying to go for. Let me look at this one. Nope. It's kind of like Art Deco a bit. Let's see this moonshine one. You know what? Let me do something different. Let me do this. Let me delete this. Digital marketing. Oops. What is this? Okay. So what I'm going to do is do something different. I'm going to smush this down. And I'm going to put this in the center. And because I like white and black, I don't know why that's my go-to, but it is what it is. I'm doing something clean like this. Okay, I'm liking this. All right. Let me go ahead and space out the letters a bit. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do this number to it. All right, I like that. Ooh, that is clean. I love it. Let me see what it looks like bolded. Oh, yeah, I love that. That is amazing. Okay, so now let me do a, let's do an active sportswear. So let's go to photos and let me go to active sportswear. Let's see if there's anything that pops up. All right, I like this girl. Ooh, this is so cute. I love it. So I'm going to go like this, bring that down. Boom. That looks amazing. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go Dr. K. And then I'm just going to make this smaller, zoom this to the right like that, and then go like this. Yep, that looks freaking fire. Let me add a line there. Let me see if, because I don't know why I'm wanting to have a line somewhere on here. So let me go like this. And let me just put this line under marketing to emphasize what we're doing. Oh yeah, love it. This is super clean. I love it so much. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. And then I'm going to stack this because I just think that makes more sense. I'm going to put this over to the left right here so it's clean. I'm going to put this line here. Boom. Move this over here like that. And make sure that it says 0 so that my line is straight. And then I'm going to put Dr. K right here. Fire. And then we see a mistake. It's too high up. We're going to bring that down a little bit. Much better. Okay, so now I'm going to put the table of contents. Do I want that stack like that? I'm kind of liking it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Kind of looks like a movie. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put section 1. And then actually I'm using the same font throughout this whole thing because it's like super clean and why not? But I'm doing something different with my table of contents to kind of give it like that clean look. And it's already looking like an ad. Like you're looking at it, you're like, you know what? I don't know what this is, but I want to buy it now. Like it doesn't even exist and I want to buy it. This is super awesome. I need this in my life. And then it's okay. Like if you guys have a table of contents and you can't fit everything on there for aesthetics, I'm okay with having multiple pages because if you're trying to make it have a look, don't fit everything on one page. The look is way more important than having all the content fit one page. It's not about having all the content fit one page. So for those of you watching the playback, it don't need to fit one page. I care about what it looks like, it looking good. If it has to be multiple pages, do what you have to do. I mean, we're not going to have as many sections anyway, so you'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to change the woman in the back. Let me go to photos and let me see if I can find anybody else that's given that same aesthetic. I think this person is outside and it's giving me the same aesthetic. So when you guys are picking your pictures, you want to pick pictures that look like they're from the same photo shoot. Don't like if I put this picture there, like this is like a random chick. It's like, they're not giving the same photo shoot and same campaign. So think of it as one campaign. Find your pictures that are similar, seem like, same styling was happening, same camera crew, all that. So you see how these pictures here for magic recommendations, they're giving me like the same kind of images and stuff like that. But I won't pick this one and pick this one and put them together because this picture has a like a bluish and gray background and this one is different, so I would choose images that's giving me the same situation. So let me see what magic recommendations pop up when I do this. Okay, no, nothing. Okay, so let me put this back. Okay, so those are I think that's all that I could do for like that's kind of covering. Oh, let me do a menswear. Let me duplicate this. Let me just do a menswear one and then I'll be done with this. So this should help you guys with improving your project. I'm not going to grade them until next week. I'll grade both this project and the website next week. So I'm not going to even add another lab project in there. So because I want you guys to kind of improve your lab projects, and I haven't even updated the course to put in all the stuff for this week. So a lot of the due dates are going to shift a bit just for 1 week, and then we'll be back on track. So let's look at Ethan. And let me go ahead and go to digital. And I'm going to do a men's suit line I'm thinking about. So let's see what this Corbin looks like. Let's see, South. Okay, that may look very manly, giving me that vibe. And then project, I'm going to use something that's very masculine. Let's see. Okay, that might work. Okay, so I'm going to place this over here. I'm going to change this to black and then change this to white. These are my go-to colors. Can't help it. Okay, men's suits. Okay, so let's see what we have. I want to find something that's like super fashion. Oh, this might work. I'm just going to scooch this so that he's more off center. And then I'm going to bring the transparency down. And then I'm actually going to bring this down so that his hands are the focus. Let me look at the magic recommendations to see if they have something else. Okay, some of these men are doing kind of poses that are not going to work. Oh, I like this guy. It's very dapper. No, it doesn't look right in there. So let me undo that. Let's go back and see what else we have. Let's see. These guys look kind of. Let me play with the opacity for this and see what's going on with these gentlemen. No. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me look for and see if I can find something. Okay. Maybe this guy is giving me James Bond a little bit. Okay, I like this. I like this guy. This is awesome. And I think I'm going to flip this image. So what you do is when you select the image, you click it and you have this flip. And then I'm going to flip it so that he's on that side. And then I'm going to take this here, place this here. And then I'm going to, that's still black. So I'm going to take the transparency down so that it focuses on him like that. I love it. Very clean. So I'm going to go ahead and put by Dr. K this time. And then go like this. Place this here. So this is actually looking like an ad. So basically, when you guys are working on this project, I want every part of your project to look like it's an advertisement, even though it's not an advertisement yet. But when someone looks at it, they kind of know like, this is marketing. This is it. So let me place this here. Like you look at this, you kind of already know what to expect. Like digital marketing, we see this dude, he kind of looks like Neo from the Matrix. I don't know how many that's aging me or whatever, but I don't know if you guys know about that. But I guess they had a new Matrix that came out, but Neo looks different. He has a beard now. But anyway, old school Neo kind of had this look with the shades and everything or whatever. So this is kind of cool. This is awesome. And if I want to, I could play with lines again. And yeah, I think it's important to kind of create some dimensions in your projects. Control C, Control V, and I'm going to place this here. So you see that? That looks pretty awesome. I don't know what brand this is, but I want to buy it. I'm like, where's it at? I need to buy this for my husband. He needs a nice suit from this place. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to go ahead and group this all together. And I'm going to take this and place this on this side. And you don't have to have the your table of contents all on that same side. So I'm just going to copy this because I don't feel like typing it again. I'm going to place the table of contents here instead. And then I'm going to take all this. I'm going to shift it over to this side instead. Take this table of contents, shift it over like this. And then what I'm going to do is actually, I think I'm going to bring this and place this here instead. I think that's going to be cute. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to my images and let me go to, let me see if I could find, okay, let me do this and see if any magic. No, nothing comes up. So let me do these guys. No, they look too corporate. I need to have a guy that's giving that same vibe. Okay, these guys are kind of giving that vibe. It's a little different, but I'm going to actually do something like this. And this is kind of giving me that like Gucci type aesthetic a bit. These dudes right here, they look kind of, they got that swagger. And then I'm going to grab this and bring this up. And then I'm going to actually edit this image and make this image black and white. So they have other things in here that are super cool. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change this. What is this amethyst? What does it do to the picture? Nope, we don't want them looking like that. Unless you're doing that as a vibe and that's your thing. Let's see. Nope, I don't like that either. Brightness, contrast, saturation. Let me go here. Okay, here. Blur, 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 brightness, saturation. Let's see if I bring the saturation down. Okay, it takes them to a black and white. I love that. It's very clean. And then let me see what text this was. Ethan. So let me turn all this text to Ethan. Ethan. Why does it look like this? It's not the same. Is that the same font? Okay, maybe I'll use this font. So I'm not liking what that looks like. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to go ahead and take these and take the bold off. And then I'm going to grab these down so that it's kind of sitting like that. Actually, I have an idea because I don't really love that too much. I'm going to take this and place this here. And then I'm going to take these guys and make them, place them right here. Why is he kind of faded? And then I'm going to take the transparency down so that they are just kind of blended into the paper. Okay, I like that. Let me take this section off because it's too close to the picture. Bring this down here. Bring this down here. And I'm actually going to place this right here in their picture. So that looks clean. And let me position this to backwards so that this appears brighter. Okay. So that's my men's project. This is the first page. And then this is the second page. So we have all these, and I'm make this live lecture sample. I'm actually going to load this into the course sometime today so that you guys can look at these examples like for inspiration. When I started doing a lot of graphic design work, I used a lot of work that I saw as inspiration. So I want you to do the same thing. And then we're going to go back over the website. Again, so I don't want to make this lecture way too long, this live session, but I kind of wanted you guys to really, I guess, clean up your look a bit so that it can give it that professional polished look that I know that you guys can achieve. Okay, so let me look at the chat. Okay, so let's see here. It says, I realize that okay, I don't have any more questions in Canvas assignment, but this week case study. Yes, I'm going to be, okay, so for the case study, I will open it up today, and I'm going to make the due date either tomorrow night or Tuesday night since I think that was a mistake on my side. I thought I opened it up, but the due date or something is kind of weird, so I need to fix it so that you guys have access. So while I'm on this live, just to make sure that it's working, let me go into the course right now. And I'm going to go into the assignment so I can make sure that the case study is open. Let me actually log into Lindenwood. Okay, my Lindenwood. And I hope that this was helpful, like doing this session. I just want you guys to come up with something that looks amazing. And I will do some more if anyone wants to do another live session. But I know that this, and I have to get a vote on like what day works better for everybody. Let's see here. Let me go into the course, Canvas. And then I'm going to go into the course. And then let's go into assignments. Okay, case study week 2. That's so weird that didn't allow for anyone to submit. Let me go into edit. Week 2 points. Oh, I see. Let me go ahead and have it open until Tuesday the 1st. And then until Tuesday the 1st. And submission type, it says no submission. Wow. Okay. That's what happened. So it needs to be a file upload and no text entry. And that's what happened. All right. So that is open. I'm going to send the email to the class. And so everybody's okay for that. And yeah, so I just opened up the case study. And so you guys should be able to open it up. I mean, to upload your work. I know I got a bunch of emails for it. People wanting to send it to me, but I do need it in Canvas because for human error, I just need to be able to track your work. It needs to be tracked inside the LMS. So thank you so much for sending me those emails. So it should be open. So just give me confirmation that it's open. And I did extend the due date to Tuesday, just in case, someone is working and they're not able to submit today because their schedule's kind of crazy. So I did submit it until Tuesday. For last week's work, which was the start of your PowerPoint and the website, I did do, I'm doing an extension. So we're not going to have a new, great. We're not going to have a new project for both visual projects from the first week to the second week. They're all going to be submitted for week 3, and it will carry forward for the rest of the term, because I kind of want you guys to just update the look and feel and make sure that everything is looking amazing. So that's good. You guys are able to go in there. So did you guys have questions about how to develop the website? Were these demos that I did today, were they helpful for how you're going to improve your project? Your visuals and stuff. Okay, so while you guys are typing, I will mark you guys down. Coming to the live. Is the website mockup due also? Yes. No. These visual projects will not be redue until next week, Sunday. So I want you guys to take some time to really think about it. 2 days is not enough for you to really massage and get your project like looking better and giving that professional look. Because when you guys graduate, one of the things that because I started teaching fashion and marketing students about almost 20 years ago. So 18 years ago, I started teaching students. And some of the stuff I heard from students when they would show their portfolio to employers is, oh, this looks like a student project. And I'm like, all you have to say is a thing, because there's no student that's going to leave my class with a project that looks like a student project. I want your work to look like you've been working in the industry even as an intern. Yeah. So I don't want you guys to walk out this class and be like, oh yeah, I did this project, yada, yada, yada. I want you to actually walk out this class and have work that looks like something someone could just, you know, I don't know, how you're on the spot. All right, so I'm going to end the broadcast here, and I'm glad you guys made it. So let me mark your names down. Sarah, Simon, Braden, Hagberg. Sorry if I'm saying you guys' names wrong. And I have one more name here. There's 3 people in the live stream, but I don't have that third person. Where are you? Who was the third person? Okay. The third person that was in the live stream, I don't know where they went. Can you say something in the chat if you're still here? I have Braden and Sarah. Okay, well, anyway. You guys have a good one. And I can't tell who watched the live stream. So that's, I can only tell when you comment. So anyway, hopefully I could try to reach out to each student to see who showed up to the live stream. You guys have a good one. And thank you for showing up on this nice Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your day.